Hey guys, it's 10 a.m. and it is Wednesday, February 26th. I'm supposed to get paid today, so I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be checking my bank account all day to see if I got paid or not. I'm getting really anxious, like I mentioned before, for the holidays. So on Saturday, I will be leaving for my vacations, and I have a separate video already ready for you guys. It's going to post on Friday, so you guys can know my plans for the holidays in more detail. And today I just had my one class at 9 o'clock, so I just finished for the day. And I had the meeting. I meet with a student 15 minutes before class to practice. She wasn't there when I got there, though. We were both a bit late, actually. I was a little late, so I was worried that she was going to be there waiting for me, but she wasn't. And then she showed up like 5 minutes after me, so we really only had a couple minutes before class to chat. But I gave her a worksheet with some verbs to conjugate for next time, but then the teacher told me that I'm not going to work with that class anymore, so I'm not sure if I'll see her. I'm sure I'll see her at the school again, and I'd like to continue doing the 15-minute private lessons with her because I think she really enjoys it, and I like her. She's really sweet, and she's interested, and she's friendly, so it doesn't bother me to spend 15 minutes a week working with a student who's really motivated and stuff. So I might continue to meet with her, but I'm not sure. I know, but she said they were going to be having an internship after the holidays, and I don't know how long that will be, so I might not see her again. I don't know. I hope so. Anyway, today I talked about, I don't know if you guys heard this story about the giraffe that was killed in the zoo in Copenhagen. They had a lot of giraffes because they had a really successful breeding program, and they decided to kill this one giraffe because of potential inbreeding. If they kept this giraffe, then they couldn't breed it with the other giraffes in their zoo due to inbreeding and stuff. And there was a big controversy because they decided to kill it, and not only did they kill it, they advertised it and invited people to come watch if they were interested to see. Not only to see them kill it, but butcher it. And I think they made it took 3 hours, and they made kind of like an educational thing out of it, I think. I don't know the details exactly, but anyway, there was a lot of outrage because people thought, first of all, they shouldn't kill this giraffe because a bunch of other zoos said they would take it if they wanted to get rid of it. And they said, no, we're just going to kill it. They refused to give it to another zoo. And then they also killed it in front of people, including children. And they had a big audience of people. You guys can look it up if you want. But just the Copenhagen Zoo kills giraffe. I'm sure you'd find it. But anyways, I had my students read a little article about it. I just created my own little paragraph about it for my classes that were like a lower level because I thought all the articles I found, the actual articles, they were too long or too detailed or with just weird vocabulary I didn't think they'd understand. And then I created some questions for them. And all of my students pretty much were outraged by this, which I thought was, it was expected. That's what I expected them, how I expected them to react. But I thought that maybe, I did have a couple students that were I guess it's okay. But anyway, it was a really interesting topic for them to talk about because a lot of them were so outraged by it that they, sometimes it's hard to get students to participate in the class sometimes. And in this case, some of them were so upset by it that they couldn't be quiet about it, if that makes sense. They felt like they had to say something because they were just so outraged by it. So that was good in regards to getting them to speak. So it was an interesting lesson. And yeah, so I like that. As far as the rest of the day goes, today, it's looking pretty nice out right now, but I'm not sure if it'll stay that way. I might go to the park later because I have some old bread I need to get rid of. I might go to the park and feed the ducks and stuff. So if I do that, I'll bring my camera and show you guys. Other than that, I don't really have many plans today. I'm going to be planning stuff for my trip, finding directions to certain sites that I want to see, and maybe making a couple other videos for you guys. And I need to take a shower, and I think that's about it. So anyways, maybe I'll have a little clip added to the end of this at the park, but if not, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Okay, it is now Thursday night, so as you can tell, I didn't upload this on Wednesday. And so I didn't do anything yesterday, basically. I started watching Breaking Bad last week, and it's been like the only thing I'm doing when I'm home and have nothing to do. So I've just pretty much ended up watching Breaking Bad all day yesterday and playing games online and stuff. My dad has been recommending it to me, and I finally started watching it. And I'm gonna see him on Sunday because he's gonna come meet me in Croatia. So I wanted to finish it before then so that we can talk about it. And my stepmom watched it with him, so and she's gonna be there too. So he was telling me I should finish it before we go on vacation so we can talk about it. So because apparently the ending is like unexpected or interesting or something. So he wants to be able to talk about the ending without spoiling it for me. So I'm trying to finish it before I go. I have 15 episodes left, and I'm leaving in about just a little over 36 hours from now. So luckily I only have to work 1 hour tomorrow. This morning I had my 2 classes in the morning at 8 and 9, and we talked about the giraffe thing briefly because they're a higher level class and it's a 50-minute class. We just talked about that to get started talking, and then after that I gave them an article about the legalization of marijuana in Colorado and Washington, and we talked about that, and then we had a debate. Most of my classes seem pretty interested in this topic, and some of them even kind of like laugh and stuff when I talk about it. So we did the debate, and those first 2 classes went pretty well. After that, I had a meeting with basically the principal at the high school where I work, because I missed 5 hours of class at the other high school over the whole year the whole time I've been here. I've missed 5 hours of class, and so I have to make those up. If you have like a sick note, you don't have to if you like go to the doctor. I was sick one day, but I didn't go to the doctor because I just had a cold. But the other day I overslept on accident, so I missed 2 classes. Actually, my Thursday classes last week, and then I had missed the first day back after Christmas. I missed my classes because I just was feeling really terrible and tired and stuff, so I didn't go. So I had 5 hours, and I had 3 hours of class that day. So I had 5 hours total that I need to make up at that school, and so I just met with her to plan out which hours I would make up or when I would come. And she ended up telling me that instead of doing classes, I'm going to be supervising because they have a lot of practice tests coming up this next couple of weeks. They do a lot of practice tests because in order for the students to graduate, or pass to their next grade, they have to pass all these exams at the end of the year. So they do a lot of practice exams for them, and so I'm basically going to have 5 hours in a room supervising, making sure the students aren't cheating, which to me sounds totally like a good deal. I think that sounds fine. So yeah, so I'll be doing that. I don't know when exactly yet, but she was asking me for my schedule, and she said she'd email it to me. After that, I came back here, and what did I do? I was supposed to meet with a student at 1 p.m. for a private lesson, but he didn't come. It seems like every other time one of us forgets about it, so he didn't show up. I did some research for another student who wants to study in the U.S., and so I looked up some foreign students programs for him. And then I had a class at 2:30, and this class, it's me and the regular teacher, and then she has a French teacher's aide she's French, but she wants to be an English teacher, so she's a teacher's aide. And so we had the class split into 3 groups of about 3 or 4 students each. It's a small class of like 11 students or something. So we just split them in 3 groups, and then we alternated like 15 minutes each. And just, I don't know what they did with them, but I just talked with them about anything. I talked to them about the vacation, the holiday, what they were going to do. And we talked about the legalization of marijuana a little bit. It was really funny because in one of the groups, I was changing the subject because we had kind of run out of things to talk about, and I said, okay, well, this week with some of my other classes, I've been talking about the legalization of marijuana, and one of the students is just like, what? Sorry, what did you say? And I said, marijuana, and he goes, oh, I thought that I was heard you wrong or something. He like couldn't believe that I would mention marijuana or something. It was really funny. And then they were like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, we want that in France, and it was interesting. It's really interesting to see the different classes. In some classes, I had like all the students said no, that should not be legal, and some classes they all said it should be legal, and some of the classes were like totally split. So it's really interesting. Although I think maybe in certain groups, they tend to follow the first person who speaks up. Maybe they all just agree because they don't want to stand out. So I'm not sure, but it was really interesting to talk about. In one of those groups in that class, we talked about taxes in the U.S. because in France they don't have sales tax, so I was telling them about the sales taxes and stuff like that. So after that, then I talked with that student who wants to study in the U.S. just briefly after that class. And then I came back here and I was watching Breaking Bad again. And sorry, that loud noise. I think my neighbor is shutting their blinds. Like they have really heavy, big blinds that make a lot of noise. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I did today. And tomorrow I will have that other video up about my travel plans for you guys. And yeah, I'm really excited to go on vacation. I just have 1 hour of class left, and then I'm free. And tomorrow I'm going to do my laundry so that I can have it ready on Saturday to go, and all of my stuff clean. And I think I'm going to go to the bank and maybe get some groceries to have when I come back from vacation, because I'll be getting back on a Sunday, and I think on a Sunday, and things are not open on Sundays. So anyway, that's going to be all for this video. Sorry it got really long. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys can look for my next video tomorrow, and I'll be posting some that are scheduled to post. They're already uploaded. They're scheduled to go live while I'm gone. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those videos, and I'll look forward to reading your comments when I get back. Thanks for watching. Bye.